Che lofto c'è?
I pray our cousins are unharmed.
Ah sì! Devo salvare gli amici.
Were our sins really so great that we deserved this?
I am trying to keep strong, but I fear I may be losing my mind.
Oh! ...46... È il boss.
Badly for you.
No.
Have anything valuable?
No, ho sbagliato tasto. Mm. Eh. Eccomi. Allora. Con un po' di allenamenti. Questa. Buona questa. Ma queste sono. Ah, queste possono buttare. Qui. Ok. C'è nessuno qua. Vediamo qua se c'è roba. C'è niente. Ah, qua c'è roba. Salve.
Great Serpent, protect me. The Great Serpent has heard me. Thank you. Thank you. If you're overloaded, we should stop and prioritize what we're carrying.
E vediamo inventario. La Madonna.
Let me guess. I'd be happy to carry a few things for you. Ne-
Ho sbagliato.
Maybe if you're lucky, we'll talk again later.
Ok.
Well, well. Have something for me?
Ok.
I miss talking to you already. if something's on your mind. Glad to haul whatever. No, we don't.
Ok, va bene così.
Talking already.
Non c'ho più cure! Ah! Ah, non ce l'avevo di cure, non l'avevo visto.
I don't stock up on junk.
Ok. Qua? Ah,
Serpent saved. Thank the serpent. I thought I was done for.
ah, un documento. Oggi Miker, che è? Oggi Miker ci ha presentato una nuova arma contro i denti, si chiama dei denti. Anche se ancora da vedere se si appartiene fede al loro nome. I dei denti costruiscono di avere un'arma, una forza in cui tener conto, ma tale destino, un onore, una punizione. L'ottobre parla con fervore simile al nostro, ma mentre il nostro trova fondamento su passione e convinzioni, il loro si basa su qualcosa di primitivo, è tutto ciò che conoscono e tutto ciò che hanno.
My prayers have been answered.
Ok.
the serpent.
Salve.
You did it.
You did it! It's true what they say. The air really does smell fresher.
Serpent, bless you. We owe you our lives. Thank you.
Non ringraziati, sono felice che sia riusciti tutti sani e salvi.
Now, it's time for you to head back. I'm going to stay back a moment and make sure everyone here is okay to make it back safely.
Ok.
I'll catch up with you shortly. Just let me know where the negotiations are taking place.
Sei sicuro che sarete al sicuro?
Of course. I successfully rigged a remote device to shut this whole place down the moment I see a zealot. I just need a moment to make sure everyone is fine.
Sono alla centrale elettrica del tele isolotti, tu devi venire con me. Devi incrociarti alla centrale elettrica, fai in fretta.
Don't worry. Razma came through for me. It's only fair I return the favor. I'll be there when it counts. Now go.
Ok.
Good luck. If you need help, you know where we'll be.
Don't worry, I'll be there. The geothermal power station isn't far from here. I'll
Posso
be there.
avere maggior dettagli su questo dispositivo remoto e il virus?
This virus I've been working on will overload every major system within Epsilon. Not only that, but any ships that they worked on here within the past few days will get hit as well. As long as they're within range.
Perché pensi che all'Ambra non importa davvero di te?
I may have the Kadik name, but I've never felt like a true part of the family. House Kadik prefers agents and envoys for the Ministry of Conjunction. Scientists take a back seat. Without all this drama, I'd be willing to bet she couldn't even remember my name.
Cosa si stanno facendo? Cosa si stanno costringendo a fare gli zelotti qui?
They think I'm the key to opening the gateway to the Great Serpent. For them, it's both a race against House Varun, and also proof that they were right, that Jandar was Genon's rightful heir. Luckily, none of them are scientifically minded enough to know I spent all my time delving into their systems and developing a virus.
Cosa puoi dirmi di questi zelotti in cui parlavi?
They're dangerous. I've only caught glimpses of them and hacked into a few messages regarding them, so I don't know much myself. They've been altered somehow. Cybernetics? Mental and physical conditioning? I couldn't say without examining one for myself. I'm not exaggerating when I say they'd be better off made dust.
Ok.
The Great Serpent was truly watching over us. I thought we were dead. Thank you.
Finally, I can be free of this place.
Serpent bless you for saving.
Cos'è quell'uomo? Dirigiti alla centrale. Mappa. Ah, questa. Sì. Ecco.
Is your intent to be unreasonable the whole time? I thought this was a negotiation.
We're having a friendly chat, aren't we? It's not my fault you don't find my offers acceptable.
Nah, just the person I wanted to see. Please tell me you bring good news.
Sam e gli altri ostaggi sono in sala.
Exactly what I wanted to hear.
Razma, who is this? You allow any commoner to just waltz in on official business. I'd expect better security from House Kadik.
This is hardly official business.
Yes. And now these so-called negotiations are over.
Over. You'd risk everything after the whispers of a stranger. I demand to know who this is.
Sono la persona che mette fine a questo negoziato.
You're no one. Only a complete fool would expect me to believe this.
It's true, Mihail. And if you don't leave now, peacefully, I'll make sure your ships and Shadow Station Epsilon are made dust.
You... How did you... You're bluffing.
Test me. You think a genius mind like mine wouldn't find a way to hack into every system in your base? This remote device will launch a virus that will detonate systems within Epsilon, and reach your ships as well.
You realize how this may affect future partnerships, Razma. You'd jeopardize our connections.
It jeopardizes nothing. It merely restores the natural order.
The natural order. I could take you all out here and now. You know every one of us is prepared to answer the Serpent's call.
Se attacchi non lanciamo il virus.
You're so willing to sacrifice your allies at Shadow Station Epsilon?
You don't think they're as prepared as we are? We all answer the call, and if that day is today, so be it.
I tuoi reatti alla stazione Ombra non ne sanno nulla, non è questa una volta che vogliono.
No, but it's the death they know is possible. Besides, you think I'd turn my back on the insults thrown here today?
You mean, do we think you'd throw away your life? And the lives of everyone at Shadow Station Epsilon over your pride, Mihail? No, I for one don't think you will. And you can't deny our partnerships have been beneficial for us both.
Non c'è bisogno che muoia nessuno oggi.
We'll see about that.
Le persone rimaste alla stazione Ombra respirano le loro vite. Ah no, cos'è questo?
We can always find more ships.
Dipende, se non era per la tua vita, per quella è la tua gente.
Our souls are prepared. But perhaps you are right.
Morendo qui oggi, lasceresti la metà dopo la grande sorpresa.
The Serpent would lose a very efficient disciple.
Persuasione stomatica.
The entire refuge?
Ah,
It can't be possible.
tu sei anche disposto a morire, ma se rimanessero altre persone a stazione o a respiro?
You make a fair point.
Successo.
Perhaps you speak true after all. All right. I won't deny my brethren the death they deserve. But I won't forget this either. Don't think this won't change anything, Razma.
Things have already changed, Mihail. From the moment you kidnapped House members. These negotiations are over. Now leave us.
I can't believe the Zealots listened to you.
House Kadik is in your debt.
As am I. I owe you my life.
Sahima, you are a part of this house.
I know. I just wanted to say thank you. Personally. And here, it's the research and algorithm the High Council wants. I'm sure they'll appreciate it more coming from you.
È mio turno di ringraziare.
You're welcome. It's been quite the life experience I've had lately. If you have any spare time, maybe come find me later?
Ah, ok. Ho capito, ci vediamo.
Great. You can find me at the Great House whenever you get the chance.
We'll talk later, Sahima. As I was saying, House Kadik is in your debt. You've helped me maintain a very precarious balance.
È stato un piacere.
As for what you've learned here in regards to the Zealots, I'd appreciate it if you kept this a secret.
Naturalmente.
Good.
Ok. Va bene.
The others involved know better than to speak of this.
Cosa ti rendi sicuro che manterranno il silenzio?
House ties run deep. Betraying one's house is a display of disloyalty that no house would tolerate. It's a guaranteed way to ostracize yourself in a society like ours.
Dei membri della casetta si aspetta una certa realtà.
You seem to be understanding our society quite well. Now, I have much to do, and so do you. Ekris and the High Council will be expecting you. Be quick, Reverend. Ekris
Ho
awaits.
contatto un nuovo tipo di zelotti alla stazione Womba Ispino.
A different kind of zealot?
Le specie albumine alterate in qualche maniera.
Altered? It's disturbing to think of zealots delving into some form of physical enhancement. I'll make sure the other members of the Ministry are aware of it. We'll want to make sure we're prepared, should we begin to see more of these altered zealots you speak of.
Perché Simone si sente appartenere ad avere la casata della casata?
If you ask me, it's her analytic mind that can't stop dwelling on things that don't matter. I care about all members of House Kadik, regardless of how they came to join us. Blood, marriage, adoption, we are all family. I value our great scientific minds, but my focus lies in the Ministry of Conjunction. And I think that's what she's come to dwell on.
Non puoi dividere il tuo tempo in modo più equo.
Unfortunately, no. The Ministry of Conjunction falls under my authority and demands my full attention.
Non puoi dire qualcosa per farla sentire meglio.
There's nothing I could say that hasn't already been said. The human mind can develop the strongest beliefs over the smallest observations.
La famiglia dovrebbe venire prima di tutto, non la politica.
When it comes to noble houses, family and politics are practically synonymous. But I'm familiar with your point of view, and it's easier said than done. A house elder's responsibilities extend to all the people of Dazra. We can't focus on each individual under our purview. So, we focus on our responsibilities that encompass and protect them all.
Cosa succederà adesso fra te e i zelotti?
Mihail will return to Shadow Station Epsilon and wallow in his anger. It won't take long before he gets over it, and it's business as usual. This is a road we've been down before.
Ok.
Serpent guide you.
You've served out. Well done, Reverend.
Ah, ricorda cosa stai facendo quando è successo il disastro.
I was on a walk nearing Jinan Plaza. My view of the Citadel was clear. I saw the windows flood with light and then a flash so bright I was forced to turn away. When I turned back, my eyes saw only a swirl of energy surrounding the Citadel and the crater that surrounded it.
E se l'altro consiglio venisse a sapere i zelotti?
As far as I'm concerned, the High Council does know because I'm on it.
Ok.
Should any topics arise regarding the Zealots, I can guide our decisions appropriately. If the others found out, it would be a very tiresome and lengthy conversation. Although lecture is probably the better word. But I hope you're wise enough to keep our house matters private. All must serve.
Ah, posso dormire? Ah sì.
I'm all for getting a little.
With the High Council no longer
Next
pressuring
time,
me,
let's try it
I can
without
turn my
the
complete attention to my people.
Ah, il bagno. Devo andare adesso. Mappa. A casa. Alla nave.
Let me know when you're ready to launch.
Ok.
Something you might be interested in.
Great Serpent, please help me.
I saw one.
Qui c'è qualcosa qua. Ah, c'è il tetto. Aia. Ah,
I got you your favorite from the meat box.
un bagno.
Just to keep busy,
Ha qualcosa?
lest you lose your purpose.
Can I get
as well
you
as your
anything?
home.
This is what I have.
Ah. Vabbè. Tu chi sei?
Reverend.
Oh, if there's one thing shared by all cultures, it's a place
Vabbè.
to vent and
Ah,
drink.
cesso, ho sbagliato. Sono incastrato.
What?
Là.
You do
Salve.
not understand. I saw a Nasco, took measure of his burdens.
What you are describing is a dream, nothing more.
Not a dream. A message from the Great Serpent himself.
With all due respect to your craft, dear sister, now is not the time for
Sorella.
incense and ash leaves. Or do you not see the depth of the crater before you?
On the contrary, brother. I see it for what it truly is. And if we ignore this vision, a Nasco will be lost to us forever.
Enough with the proselytizing. The Reverend has returned. Ah, were you able to find Sahima?
Sei sicuro che funzionerà?
Theoretically, yes. The science is sound, especially with Sahima's numbers. Either way, we have no choice but to take the risk of failure, as small as it may be. Whatever Anasco did inside the Citadel remains unchecked, and we are all at risk until we can get inside.
Consegna la ricerca. Ho recuperato le ricerche assassine.
Perfect. I have no doubt Sahima's work is the key to stabilizing the morning device. If only the others had listened to her, we may not have lost so much of our great city. This leaves houses Dulkef and Vathol.
Politics can wait. Every moment we delay, Anasco descends further into the void.
For the last time, faith will not remove the barrier. Science will.
It is the hubris of science that failed you in this moment. We reached out to the Great Serpent. This is his reply.
You claim he has forsaken us?
I do no such thing. The Great Serpent's reply is not an answer, but a question. Are we worthy of his grace? Until that is proven, your works will not succeed.
Perché dobbiamo innestare il nostro valore?
To be promised requires more than just faith. This calamity is one test of many we will endure until the shrouding. Just as wine is born from the blood of a grape, our lives are a trial. We must spill our souls before the Great Serpent and countenance his judgment.
Avvertere entrambi ragioni, dobbiamo avere fede nel successo dei nostri sforzi, ma questo sarebbe inutile senza il supporto della scienza.
It sounds like you agree with me.
And yet, only one is the foundation for the other. But the proof is not in our words. It is in the vision. Anasco's presence still persists in this world, and he seeks our aid.
Fine. I feel like I've lived this argument 1,000 times, and the only way to move past it is to concede to its nonsense. Reverend, speak to my sister. Agree to her fool's errand, so that we may continue the work of saving this city.
Ok. Vediamo se funziona a mettere la roba della nave. Boh. No, non funge. Ah, questa la posso buttare. Beh, ecco, boh.
The Great Serpent sends you to me once again. I have seen visions of Anasco, searching for one bold enough to enter the heart of the vortex. And now that you are here, I know your arrival was no accident, but rather providence.
Prudenza.
The Great Serpent has guided you here. From the moment you found the Oracle to the words I speak to you now.
Non so meno cosa vuol dire.
Worry not. Understanding is not given to those who lack the Herald's eye. But rest assured, all will be revealed when you journey north. At the edge of the crater, you will find a cave carved by the anomaly. There, you will make contact with a Nasco Varun.
Come fai a sapere l'esistenza di quella
The
caverna?
great serpent has blessed me with the sight, and I have seen events there that are only now beginning to take shape.
Sembra essere certa del fatto che trovo lì.
It is as the great serpent foretold. In my visions, I witnessed two futures. In the first, you breached the scaled citadel, but found a Nasco had sunk too far into the void. And in time, all of Dazra was consumed along with him.
Dazza consumata.
The anomaly spread, absorbing all in its path. The crater you see now is nothing compared to the destruction looming ahead.
Una previsione
Indeed,
spaventosa.
but there is another path. In the second future, I saw you make contact with a Nasco, entering a cave through a formless wall. At its terminus was a gate, a path into the realm where our speaker resides. You stepped into this void, and in that moment, something changed. The false future, rewritten.
Roughly speaking, it could be that entering the vortex directly would allow you to speak with him. And while my readings do not show any anomalous activity, I admit there's a lot of interference. Still, that only emphasizes the potential danger involved here. I cannot approve of such an excursion on the minute chance a Nasco is present.
Potrei avere l'opportunità di parlare con Anasco.
Not in the way you and I speak, but in crude terms, yes. Provided you manage to maintain your own sanity through the process. But this is all purely theoretical. No one has ever entered the vortex and come back.
Che tipo di
The
pericolo?
closer one ventures to the heart of the anomaly, the closer they are to the phantoms and horrors that lie within. Moreover, if this cave was cut open by the calamity itself, then it is an unnatural formation and highly unstable.
Devi solo avere un po' di fede.
I am no heretic, but to risk so much on a vision, it is a leap of faith I cannot condone. I will not stand in your way, however, as Inaza has stood in ours.
You may not realize it now, dear brother, but our goals are one and the same.
Questa caverna esisteva prima, già prima del cataclisma.
No, it was born from the incident itself, but I believe it is there. And what is faith but to give form to the formless? As a herald, it is my duty to make real what is unseen.
Puoi dirmi di più su questa
It
caverna?
was a winding cave, scattered with walls of dark energy. At the end, a rip in the fabric of reality. In my vision, I saw you step forward, slowly, following the sound of Anasco's voice. I could hear him calling to you in the distance. His words were jumbled, but as you drew closer, they started to assemble. I was thrust out of the vision before I could see the end.
Mostrami dov'è questa caverna, Toro.
Then you must embark to the northern edge of the crater. You will find an entrance there, one that has no form. Step through it, find a Nasco, and complete the vision. Only then will his voice be heard.
Ok.
Go to the cave in my vision, near the edge of the crater. If my vision is true, you will find him there.
Puoi descrivere questa caverna in maniera più dettagliata?
It is an unnatural scene. A hollow space dug into the backbone of the world. And the horrors that call it home do so for a reason. I take no comfort in asking you to make this journey. It is only because I understand its importance that I do.
Queste visioni sono una cosa comune.
My scrying ability has always been limited, but potent. Rarely am I blessed with a vision, but when I am, they are decisive. It often depends on the herald. Some spend their whole life sorting through visions. Others may only get one in a lifetime.
Come pensi impatterà questa calamità sulla fede dei cittadini?
It would be a true shame if, in the face of adversity and tragedy, the people turn away from the Great Serpent. In times of crisis, that is where the Great Serpent shows himself most. He guides us to seek community, empowers us to rebuild better and stronger, encourages us to find a newfound faith in him. I pray the people of Dazra see that it is not a time for fear or doubt. It is acceptable to grieve what we have lost, but we must not let that grief poison our minds. It is my hope that people will turn towards and not away from the Great Serpent. Through him, we can rebuild a better Dazra, forged in a blazing fire of faith and community.
Potresti spiegare come? Ah, di cosa si occupano esattamente gli Aldi? Questo.
The High Council supports the Speaker on matters practical and political. Heralds like myself provide spiritual and philosophical guidance. Together with the Speaker, we work to divine the intent of the Great Serpent and to spread his message to the people of House Varun. And, as time permits, I make myself available to the people of Dazra for the same guidance. I exist to serve, as do we all.
Potresti spiegare com'è? Facciamo, vediamo cosa succede.
Of course. Great Serpent, with eyes of galaxies, scales as brilliant as shimmering stars. Fill us with holy purpose, so that we may stand beside you in the void of eternity. Kill all our fears and doubts. Show us that only through you can true peace and contentedness be achieved. All must serve.
Ok.
Farewell.
My sister is stubborn, bordering on obstinate. Sadly, we have no choice but to yield to her request.
Che ne pensi della visione
I
di tua
think it's
sorella?
foolishness, but not nearly as foolish as trying to convince her of this fact.
Tua sorella andate d'accordo.
Of course. We agree on most things, actually. Save the one. And before you label me a heretic, it's not the power of the divine or the breadth of his influence that I question. It's simply the manner in which he wields it that is a point of contention.
Ok. Ho sbagliato tutto. Missioni. Vabbè. Aiuta Ignazio. Il duello. Ah no, niente. No, ho sbagliato. Va bene. Aiuta Ignazio. Ah.
Go to the cave in my vision, near the edge of the... Go on and continue.
Ah, si fa da solo. questo praticamente. Andare avanti nella quest. E questo non so dov'è che sono. Faccio questo. La caravella è sempre qua. Okay.
Fulfill your holy purpose.
Allora, saliamo.
My brother lost his wife and home in the catastrophe.
La caverna. Ah, è qua.
So this is Jinan Varun. Interesting that he looks upward to the sky, as if appealing to a higher power.
Di qua. Sembra libero. Cazzo. Aspetta. Cazzo. Via. Chiuso qua. Come cambiare arma. Scarica le munizioni qua. No. Che cavolo succede? Niente. Cassato. Ma lol. Perché ha fatto così? La vediamo. Mannaggia, che casciato. Ma da dove mi fa riprendere? Dieci minuti fa, cazzo. E dai. Allora. Ah! Cazzo. Ho sbagliato tasto. Devo vedere la mappa. Devo rifare tutto. Che pizza. Ma lo faccio volando. Aspetta, non posso prendere in mezzo. No. Non posso, no. Mappa superficie. Non posso mettere la nave qua. Devo vedere sui luoghi, non ho visitato, vabbè, per niente. Vedi che c'è il mezzo, però il mezzo non posso portarlo qua. Perché qua è chiuso. Forse posso uscire da qua. Qua c'è una strada. Così, dare di qua, proviamo. Ah, si possono mettere più cose. Proviamo a fare così. Prendo il mezzo.
Just give the word and we'll get underway.
Perhaps something you might be interested in.
Dove è il segno? Ah, qua. No, questa è entrata dalla città. E dove si esce? Non vedo il segno. Ah, da qua. No! Ah no. Penso che l'ha chiuso. Si apre. Andiamone. Troppo veloce sto mezzo. Appena schiaccio l'acceleratore va a manetta. Oh cazzo. Salve. Vediamo dove devono andare. Qua. Adesso salviamo che prima è casciato. Forse salviamo qua. È un po' stretto. Evitare gli ostacoli è un po' stretto. La salina. Oh, siamo sulla strada giusta. Che cazzo? Aspetta, forse ho capito perché l'altro. Chiudo questo, se me lo fa chiudere. Chiuso. Oh cazzo. Ah no, si sono incastati. No. Ah, ecco, c'è il pepino. No, super veloce adesso. Mi sa che non veniva. Sono anche dove sto andando. C'è poco resistenza sto mezzo. Sì, ma che pizza. Sono incastrato. Mannaggia che si guida da alo e mi confondo. Ma guarda te che si è incastrato. Si può riparare in mezzo? Non c'è gente. Me l'ho filmato a riposarmi, ma...
Guess they ran away.
Ok. Sa che se lotta, meglio che scendiamo.
Long way down.
Aia. Dove siamo finiti? Ci sono dei rottami qua dentro. Sì, ma poi quanto cavolo è lontano sto luogo? Dove devo andare? Se mi curo ancora. E non salta. Devo andare di qua. Facciamo un salvataggio, Cufu, che è? È arrivato un messaggio. Ah, niente interessante. Non ce la fa salire! No, è effettivamente un po' rapido. Lipido, dai, rapido, lipido. Niente, devo girare la montagna. Oh, che pizza sta caverna. Ah, di qua. Guarda che sono quasi arrivati, che non voglio affrontare quelli che sono tanti. Quanto cavolo è? 419. Qua è buio, come si accende la luce? Così. Cufu? Che ha sparato? Mi sono incastrato. Che cogno c'è il buco. Basta nemici, pietà. Mi salto e scappo via, ma hanno visto. Adesso mi tengo l'occhio. Curati. Scappa. Mi sono incastrato. Mi sono impazziti. E qua perché fa così? Salvo. C'è qualcosa che mi fa andare in... Coli. Sono loro che mi fanno quella cosa. Brividi. Lasciatemi stare. Curati. Oh, ce l'ho fatta. Devo recuperare un attimo. Ho corso troppo. Scusa, non c'ho la cosa di invisibilità, aspetta un attimo. È tutta. Che è sto lupo? Ah, ma è un nemico. Dove? Ah, su che cazzo di larve. Sono da solo, c'è una mia amica. Non c'è, ci sarà incastata da qualche parte. Beh, se quando vai sulla nave devo ritornare. Se vai sulla nave. La vita! Cazzo, non ho cure. Ah. Non ragionare. Per cercare cure. Pista da te di salute, vediamo un po'. Sto guardando se c'è qualcos'altro interessante. Infatti no, io potevo buttarli via, che non mi servono. Vabbè. Ce l'ho la culo, meno male. Sono perso. Ma non diventi invisibile qua, scusa. Ok. Ah no, perché erano in piedi. Ecco perché. Io devo andare. Sa di qua. È labirintosa sta caverna. Che è quella roba? Mi sa che devo andare su questo ponte. O devo andare in giù. Sembra in giù. Oh, cazzo! Ah, ci siamo. Amico? Ha detto anche un colpo di arma.
Have you abandoned
Sì, amico.
me, Great Serpent? Do you not hear my pleas?
Ti sento, ti senti. Ah, ti sente? Ah, vabbè. Ti sente.
You understand me? Hear my voice. But I do not know you. I hesitate to ask, but what manner of being are you? Do you truly serve his will?
Faccio quello che faccio per il bene dell'umanità.
And now you stand here, a member of the Promised, guided by him. I have reached out so many times to hear nothing but echoes. Yet you, an outsider, hear me plain. And for the first time, I hear you. Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now linked. There is still reason to hope. The Great Serpent will see us through. But time is short. The bridge collapses. The gate is still open. The experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel.
Ok.
I will wait for you there.
Oh, cazzo! Sono morto. E se scappo via. Cazzo, ci sono nemici. Vent'anni. Provviste. Ah, non so cosa è successo. Sta cadendo tutto, mi sa. Devo scappare, basta. Fai cos'è? Opzionale, fai cadere dalla caverna. Sono rimasto io imprigionato, cazzo. Dove riuscite? Ah, di qua, cazzo. Scusate. L'ossigeno lo può dare anche. Cazzo, l'uscita è di dietro di là. Ho finito gli immuni e vaffanchiappolo. Aspetta, amico. Mi sono confuso. Devo curarmi. Allora. Cazzo! Usarlo un'altra. Sbaglio sempre tasto. Dove cazzo è riuscita? Meta Matrix. Sto paziente. Ma porca puzzola. Figli di sultana. Non capisco dove è riuscita. E sopra. Sono quasi vicino, Poi indica sopra. Come faccio ad andare sopra? Distorsione sto cazzo. Porca puttana. Niente. Ma dov'è l'uscita? Distorsione, distorsione. Distorsione. Questa. Ma dai! Fatemi uscire! Mai non riesco a uscire. Troppo forti per... Aspetta, vediamo un po'. C'è qualcos'altro che posso usare? Questo ho trovato la strada? Sì. Non so che non... Ecco, cazzo fai a far colare la cosa? Oh, mi sono cazzato. Devo cogliere via. E pure le granate.
you hearing? The Great Serpent speaks to you, guides you. You return. What news do you have of Anasco? Then my vision did not betray me.
Well, it would seem I owe you an apology, sister.
There is no need, brother. Your skepticism only strengthens us.
As you say. But, to the matter at hand, did Anasco mention anything that could aid us in his extraction? Yes, the pinnacle of the Citadel was modified to house the equipment to create a gate to the Vortex. If it still runs, that would explain everything we have experienced since the initial incident.
It is much more than that. Normally when I pray for Anasco's return, I sense he is lost, fading. But when I last prayed to the Great Serpent, I felt Anasco's presence clear and distinct. Even as it receded, I felt him anchored to this world. Yes, there are some who suggest that when Jinan communed with the Great Serpent, a similar bond had been established. I believe the same is true for you and Anasco.
I would need time to attempt a scientific explanation for why or how this happened, but for now, let us assume my sister is correct.
This husks comments aside, that is the essence of faith. Not all things require explanation. I do not know what lies ahead. My visions do not go beyond this point. But I do know this link will play a role. In fact, I am certain of it.
Agreed. And with this settled, we can now continue the work of aligning the noble houses. Together, we will find a way to complete the mourning device. The mourning device may be our one and only chance to reach Anasco and save.
Great Serpent keep you.
Buy what you need and then get out. What do you want? I do not waste people's time. If you need my goods, you will buy them. If not, you will leave. I do not know what to make of your arrival here. You may have convinced the others, but I'm not entirely sure you are not a foe. However, your credits are worth as much as anyone else's. I will trade with you, but I have no interest in being your friend. Now, what do you want? Your credits are worth the same as everyone's, I suppose.
a vibrant area before the calamity. Now, walking through, you can feel the tension and sorrow in the air.
What about this?
First the cataclysm, now this. There's too much going on right now. Pray that I could, but right now I need more time, not less. I'm sorry if I seem a bit flustered. Things have been chaotic since the cataclysm, and now word of missing supplies. But that doesn't excuse my rudeness. Let me at least introduce myself. My name is Kezrani Dulkef. I work as an executor for House Dulkef. Members of House Dulkef who handle trade in and out of Dazra. We are part of the Ministry of Commerce, but our building was lost in the cataclysm. Likewise. And I'm well aware of who you are. Word of the first convert in generations is on everyone's lips these days. But I'm sure you are busy getting adjusted to life here. Is there anything I can help you with? Trouble only begins to describe it. It's about the supply shortage. There may be a reason for it beyond the cataclysm itself. A week ago, my cousin Ukaru came to my office concerned about a series of lost shipments. He was certain someone was using the tragedy as cover to steal supplies and route them to our enemies. I'm not sure. The message was vague, and there are many who would want to do us harm. Yes, but given the seriousness of the accusation, the proof must be irrefutable. So I told my cousin to return with more evidence. And when I didn't hear back, I assumed that was the end of it. But this morning, I received a slate from a courier. It was from Ukaru. It was worrying, to say the least. It felt like Ukaru was trying to warn me. The contents were cryptic. He mentions a possible conspiracy and being followed and, well, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to panic. He hasn't shown up to work in days, and the timing of all this feels suspicious.
Regardless of the reason, it sounds like something or someone might have gotten to him.
Agreed. Ukaru was extremely punctual. An absence like this is very unlike him. But if he is in danger, I don't know if it's safe for me to investigate. I need someone disconnected from the noble houses. The slate Ukaru sent via courier is light on details, but he did say that one of the noble houses may be involved. Which, if true, would emphasize the need for discretion and an outside party. Vital supplies for the city, which given the cataclysm is a wide breadth of things. Construction materials, medical kits, food. The loss of all this is a great cause for concern, given the state of the city. Ukaru's workstation is likely your best bet. He's been working in the rehabilitation unit on the 3rd floor of the Halls of Healing. If you run into any issues with access, hand this slate to my fellow executors. Once you locate him, report back to me. I've got a meeting at House Kadik later, but I shouldn't be hard to track down. Hopefully you'll find my cousin alive and safe. You'll need to rely on others at times. but I'd like to keep this investigation mostly between myself and some others were having dinner at the meat house. From our vantage point, we couldn't see what was happening outside the scaled citadel, but I could hear the blast searing into my skull. I remember falling from my chair, trying to get my bearings in this period of eerie silence, and then I heard the screams. We are standing near the Halls of Obedience, a former courthouse. Criminals would be judged and sentenced there in more peaceful times. At the moment, it remains unoccupied. There is no time for trials. Sentences are carried out at the discretion of security. Before the Cataclysm, city operations were comprised of 3 branches, run by each of the noble houses: House Kadik, Vethol, and Dulkef. And while the buildings themselves are gone, the staff remains. Collectively, we are still trying to serve the needs of Dazra and its citizens. That has become exceedingly difficult in the wake of all that's happened, but we are still duty-bound. They mostly deal with matters regarding the settled systems. Their primary focus is diplomacy, gathering information, and converting unbelievers to the true path. They handle all matters concerning the Varun populace. They ensured all citizens were productive, fed, and had work, and that said work was in service to House Varun. Executors at House Dulkef focus mostly on trade. While we take pride in being self-sufficient, there are supplies that are necessary from the outside world for Dazra to function. Commerce agents work with smugglers to organize drop-offs, trade routes, and ensure our efforts remained discreet. Of course, he's a good man. A little awkward, yes, but who isn't? As executors tend to be, he is also meticulous and detailed. Given the incident, a lost shipment here and there is almost a given. But I also trust my cousin's record-keeping. It's hard to imagine he made a mistake. That is what I suggested to Okaru originally when I asked him to dig further. It is not until his disappearance that I have begun to suspect something more sinister. But I cannot imagine that anyone with access to said shipments would commit such heresy. To forsake one's duty for profit is an affront to House Varun. Very well. What would you like to know? Let me know if you have any further questions.
During this mess?
I have not seen my sister
That's what she
in
tells me.
days.
She tells me there is somebody else.
I pray that we come to
begin to.
Obedience is paramount.
Welcome! Welcome to the Alteration Clinic, where you can change your look to change your life. I am not allowed to call it that, but where you are from, that is what you would call a shop like mine. Even those in Dazra are surprised. The shop was set up by my father not so long ago, after he came to acquire the machine. The Alteration Clinic is still a novelty to a lot of people here. I must admit, I am excited that you've stopped by. Maybe a customer from the settled systems can add an air of legitimacy to my little operation here. Well, it was not a legal transaction. Look, this is my shop. I do not have to answer these questions. This is a completely legitimate operation, and I do not condone my father's actions. Enough to keep the machine running, but business has never been lucrative. No need to worry. It is perfectly safe, I assure you. I keep the machine in good working order myself. And my training is as good as any enhanced practitioner in the settled systems. My father and I spent hours scouring the machine's instruction manual. I could always use the business, so come back soon.
No loitering.
Greetings to you. Aha! It's you. Welcome, welcome. If you're looking to stave off hunger, you will find no better place. We serve high-quality growth, freshly slaughtered. This seems like your kind of place. Aha! Yes, friend. This is the place. Now, just enjoy yourself. If you need something, holler. And I do mean holler. Of course, of course. How long has it been? Maybe 45 years? Oh, it is painful to say that. I remember the day my younger brother and I began our first shift in the slaughterhouse. He barely knew how to handle a knife. Some years later, though, he was practically running the place. He passed some time ago. But the meat house still holds so many wonderful memories of him. I am so thankful that the Great Serpent saw fit to spare this place. How do I feel about it? Not good. Not good. But I am holding on, though. There is no point in becoming bogged down by fear. I also feel strangely honored in a way that I am able to serve the people of Dazra in this time of need. To offer them food and allow them to, if, well, only for a moment, escape to a simpler, safer time. What an honor that is, truly. Our food supply. We are holding on. The growth farmers have been working tirelessly to make sure there are no major disruptions. I am unsure how long that can realistically continue, but I trust in the Great Serpent. All must serve.
Word around the city is that emergency food rations are running low. I pray our growth supply holds firm. How can you be so sure? If the emergency rations run out, everyone will look to us to provide food. Keep up with demand.
Just trying to survive one day. I miss being able to play with my friends.
Food?
What?
Hi.
I confess, I'm still adjusting to my new role.
Serpent's Grace, are you a new volunteer? I was told you'd be coming yesterday. Or was it today? By Jinan. What day even is it?
We have examined your children.
Already? By the Herald, you're right. Which means time is at a premium. My name is Vasilis. I am a Herald's assistant. Or I was, until the cataclysm took out much of the city and half of the people with it. Now I'm part healer, caretaker, warrior. The list goes on and on.
Your children will be fine if the Great Serpent wills it.
Much of the city is just gone, as well as much of our staff and facilities. So we've all been rushed into larger roles with inferior tools. We're stretched thin and wound tight. I feel like the skin on a balloon. I am hoping you can help let the air out. Yes, and serve at a capacity beyond that which we are capable of. You don't need Jinan's sight to see things are bad. No, bad is the wrong word. What happened here was tectonic. And while the wounded are being tended to, I'm most concerned with those in the city who haven't sought help. What we need is for people to check in on the elderly and the infirm. Oh, then it seems the Great Serpent has brought you here for a reason. I would like you to start with Regan Ueda. His home is not too far from here, near the Halls of Obedience. I need two things. One, see if he's okay, and two, make sure he's taking his medicine. Plus, it will be good for him to see a friendly face, to give his spirits a lift. In Dazra, violence is a part of life, starting from the day we are asked to sacrifice our growths. So much of our service is dedicated to bloodshed, and I grew tired of it. I wanted to perform miracles of a different kind, but I don't know if I am capable of such things. Under normal circumstances, yes. Under these circumstances, the concept of overworked doesn't exist. I was on my way to the Scaled Citadel when I saw a bird in flight pass overhead. It inspired me to write a hymn, so I stopped in my tracks to reach for my slate. I had barely started typing when I noticed the ground spilling at the edge of my feet. I looked down, then up, to see a vast crater of nothing before me, and fell to my knees. I can say for certain I was there, at the very line between life and death. But I never witnessed the Vortex perform its terrible works of death and devastation. Somehow, that troubles me more. In the time since, I've wondered why I was spared, when so many were lost. Perhaps it is the will of the Great Serpent that I be here to help those in need. About that. So, I was on the fast track to be a herald, once upon a time. Emphasis on the was. Turns out I'm a bit squeamish when it comes to blood and viscera. So for now, if you're hurt, talk to Hantan Irara. She's far more qualified. That's not to say I won't be capable someday. It's my dream, after all, to become a herald. But one cannot serve the house without first carving the dagger. It's to help with his memory. It's a bit scattered already, and he has trouble remembering where he left things. I've heard stories that he's taken to hoarding. That doesn't sound good, but maybe it'll help him keep his mind busy. Just trying to think of the bright side, sort as that may be around here. He's long in the tooth and a tad absent-minded. So, don't worry about distracting him. He'll do that all on his own. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Huh? Oh, forgive me. I am exhausted.
If you do not need medical assistance, please move along.
Yes, I've completed that now.
It's you. Let me make one thing very clear. You will receive no preferential treatment. No free treatments, no free supplies. We barely have enough as it is.
We can hold
Good. Please understand, I have not been myself lately. You found me at the bad moment. The stress of everything is becoming overwhelming, but that is no excuse to act like I just did. I apologize. And I appreciate that. Now, may I help you with something? Let me examine you. This is not going to be easy to treat. Should be no trouble. All done. You might have some soreness for a few days, but that is normal. Save some for the other patients. Please, only purchase what... Exhausted, drained, hopeless. I am not sure what brought this disaster upon us, whether it was the Great Serpent's wrath, or a horrible accident, or something else. But what I do know is that these people who are suffering, they did not deserve any of this. I do not believe your optimism is warranted, frankly, but I will admit it is a nice change of pace. I hope you are right. But for now, it is hard for me to believe that we will ever crawl out of this hole. I had little choice in the matter, as everyone in my family has been in this profession. As soon as I came of working age, my father would set me beside him and have me aid his procedures. I am unsure. I think about that at times. Did I become a healer just to appease my father? Should I have pushed back and traveled another path in life? Well, I must stop ruminating. This type of talk is inappropriate around patients. Deflated? But morale really has no place in the halls of healing. My healers are exhausted, frustrated, hungry, even scared. Yet they carry on. It is what is expected of us all. We suffer so others may survive. If you'll excuse me then.
I can be a bit talkative, manic even. Apologies in advance.
Excuse me, Reverend. Can I have a word? The requests for aid and supplies never cease. Thank you for stopping to talk to me. My name is Lijana Dulkev. Normally, I would ask how I can help you, but under the circumstances, I'm the one who needs help. I oversee the delivery of goods to those living outside the city. Unfortunately, I lost one of my couriers to the recent catastrophe. I have sought a replacement, but extra hands are in desperately short supply. I appreciate your sympathy. I wouldn't normally seek help from someone I don't know. However, I am not above admitting my situation. The truth is, this is about more than just a business transaction. It is very important to me that someone makes these deliveries as soon as possible. Do you think I don't know that? I was there the day it happened. The last thing I need is to be patronized. No. I shouldn't say that. I am sorry. I let my temper get the better of me. If I fail, the reputation of House Dulkev will be tarnished. Time is wasting, so I will get to the point. I would like you to be my new courier. Our deliveries are paid upon arrival. You can keep the payments for yourself. The Ministry of Commerce has a sterling reputation, and it is my duty to uphold it, no matter the cost.
We have a chance to make a real difference here. Not only for her, but for the people waiting on their deliveries. Some of which might be very important.
They are important, as is the good name of House Dulkev. I assure you, if this were a trivial matter, I would not ask for help. Please tell me that you will accept. Don't force me to beg on my knees where all can see. Only 3 packages, hardly a burden. With that being said, it is a dangerous time to travel outside the city, so be vigilant. That's correct. Just make the deliveries and collect payment. There's no need to report back. The money is yours to keep. Saving our reputation is payment enough for me. Ah, you have lifted a great weight from my shoulders. I thank you. Here are the packages. One is for Alikja Dalka, who you can find at a nearby growth farm. Another is for Firan Nostal, who is working on some repairs at Hamati Station. The last is for Lazim Balian, who can be found at the shrine to the north of the city. May the Great Serpent grant you swift and safe travels. It has been quite a challenge to keep all of the records in.
Now, where did I put it? Serpent's tongue. I'm getting tied up with my own system. Oh, hello. Have we met before? Oh, well, in that case, it's nice to meet you. And I apologize for the mess. I've been trying to keep everything here sorted, based on a personal system. The problem is that it's all gotten to be too much, and I can't find my things. Oh, that would be grand. This seems more like a two-person job. With my system and your gusto, we'll find exactly what I'm looking for. Whatever it was. Well, my keycard for one, socks for another, and one more thing. Something important, I think. Yes, I pick a word that reminds me of another word, and that makes me remember where it is. There might be a slate around here that has more details. Maybe look around for those. Not my socks, but socks. He's a dog plushie, white as a pair of socks, if I recall correctly. Of course, no guarantee that I do. Oh, several things. I just don't recall what they are. Maybe it was for a door? I'm sorry. I'm so forgetful these days. No, but I'll know it when I see it. I'd help, but I'm a little lost at the moment.